Hi everybody, you're watching Newegg TV. I'm Jennifer and I'm going to be giving you an overview of the EVGA 1600 G2 power supply. Now that's 1600 for 1600 watts and G for 80 plus gold. Now before I get started pulling everything out of the box, I wanted to give you guys a clean look at the back of the box so you can take a look at some of the features as well as this graph over here, which is going to cover your AC inputs and outputs. I also wanted to mention while you take a look at that this power supply has overpower, underpower, overvoltage, and short circuit protection built in. So let's go through everything that came in the box. First up, we have some Velcro cable ties. These are very handy and I appreciate that EVGA includes Velcro instead of plastic zip ties. Also, you get this little jumpered 24-pin connector. I appreciate this as well because this allows you to test the power supply before you put it in your system. Additionally, you get a giant power cable. This is a 300-volt cable. It is massive. Installation screws, a handy user guide, and a little EVGA evening bag. Cable bag. Put your extra cables in this bag. Also, something that you can do, we do this here in the studio, we like to take a white piece of tape or a piece of painter's tape and write the model number of our power supply on it as well as the date we purchased it. And this helps us keep track of what additional cables go with which power supply. A problem probably only Steve has with 9 extra systems in his house. So now let's go through the cables, and they do give you a lot of them. First up, of course, you get your 24-pin connector cable. Also, you get 2 CPU cables. After that, we have 4 VGA cables. Now these are going to be 2 6+2 pin. Then you get 5, sorry, gotta get them all in my hand. There we go, 5 of the 6+2 times 2 plus 6 VGA cables. Additionally, you get 1, 2, 3, 4 SATA cables, 2 Molex to 6-pin for your peripherals, and then for you hipsters out there still playing Oregon Trail on your floppy disks, you get 2 floppy disk Molex pin connectors. So now we're on to taking a look at the power supply itself. Now this power supply, as I mentioned, is 80 plus gold certified, and that is going to give you 90% efficiency under load. Also on the front here, we have a 140 millimeter double bearing PWM load control fan that they say is very quiet, but I was unable to find a decibel range given on the EVGA website, so we're just gonna have to take their word for it that this is a very well designed and quiet fan. Now it is texture coated around the outside, which I totally appreciate because it weighs 8 pounds. It would be terribly mean of them to coat it into a, I don't know, a slippery covering like silicone or something like that. That'd just be mean. Anyway, so with this nice texture grip on the outside, you will be able to install it in your system with confidence even if you don't lift. Additionally, you have a size here of 85 millimeters, that's going to be this thickness here, by 150 millimeters by 220 millimeters long. And this is the measurement you are going to want to know in your case before you purchase this power supply. Are you going to be able to put a power supply of that depth in your case? So make sure you've got some good compatibility there. Okay, so over here we have a 12-volt single rail design. It is fully modular, so you've got lots of opportunities to connect your cables over here, and they make it very easy by labeling all of them. Let me flip it over so you can kind of get a better glimpse of all of these nice, neat little labels to help you. Even though this can be a little bit of an intimidating power supply, you still have the ability to kind of match up your cables. Even a novice builder should be able to figure it out. Flipping now to the other side, we have a very open, breathable exhaust grate here. This is going to allow you to see those 100% Japanese capacitors, which are synonymous with reliability and durability. And also, as I mentioned, there is a 10-year warranty on this. So if you find that those are not operating efficiently or effectively, please give EVGA a call. Also, they've got this fun giant power switch. I love that. It's humongous. And that's where your power cable goes. All right, everybody, that wraps up this overview of the EVGA 1600G2 power supply. Now, it's 1600 watts and 80 plus gold. This is a very substantial power supply. So I would say that it is probably a good use case for an advanced DIY PC enthusiast or gamer using multiple graphics cards. If you have a substantial system or are planning a substantial system, give this power supply some consideration, but I would definitely rate it more on the advanced end of building, as it is a very high-end power supply. All right, well, that wraps up this video. If you've liked it, please like it. Leave some comments and feedback below. We're always interested to know what our viewers say. Also, don't forget to click the subscribe button. We want you coming back here and checking out all of our great videos on Newegg TV. Thank you. I'm Jennifer, and I will see you in the next video.